Hi, what's up everyone? My name is Andy Park. Welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'll show you how you can use MS Planner. If you're on the Office 365 platform, chances are you've heard of Planner, and you may be familiar with the tool and know that it fits somewhere between a task manager and a project management tool. And if you've ever considered using Planner to collaborate with your team, but weren't exactly sure where to start, this video is for you. Rather than going through Planner's every function and feature, I'll share a real-life example to hopefully trigger some ideas for how you can start using Planner with your team. So, what is Microsoft Planner? Planner is a tool that helps you plan your work, manage your day-to-day, and collaborate with your teams in a visual and intuitive way. It uses a Kanban board style to help visualize work in progress, so it's a perfect tool to implement and manage processes. Let's say that we have a process for managing store renovations and we want to bring this into MS Planner to manage. Here we're looking at a swim lane process map. I've kept it super simple for our purpose. It starts with the regional retail manager submitting the request on a formal renovation request form. All requests are filtered through the corporate store operations team, who will review the request, ensure all details are included in the request, and decide whether it should move forward to cost estimation. If decided to proceed, then the request is submitted to the maintenance and repair team, who will solicit RFP from 3 contractors. Once the proposals are received from the contractors, the indirect procurement team will review the proposals and select the best proposals for approval to the VP of Retail. Once the VP of Retail approves the cost, the finance team will raise a PO or a work order and issue it to the contractor. The repair and maintenance team will then coordinate the work schedule with the contractor and the store team. Once the renovation is complete, the regional manager will confirm that the work was completed and to their satisfaction. And once that's confirmed, the finance team will close the PO and pay the vendor. This closes the process. Now, how would we implement this process through Planner? I'm going to first show you the finished Planner, then walk you through creating it step by step later. All the activities in the process are represented across the top, and I've included the department responsible in the activity name to make it easy to see. Planner calls these columns buckets. As new renovation requests are logged, they'll flow from left to right until they get to the last bucket. Each renovation request is represented by a card, which Planner calls task. Each card contains various information about the renovation request, and we'll cover this later. Since all new requests filters through the store operations team, perhaps store operations is responsible for creating these cards in the first bucket as the requests come in. They'll ensure all necessary information is on the request, including any supporting attachments such as photos and floor plans. Once store operations reviews the request, they'll simply drag the card over to the next bucket for the maintenance and repair team to action. And once they're done, they'll drag it over to the next bucket for action. And this will repeat. The beauty of using Planner is that we can easily see where the requests are in the process and where there might be bottlenecks. And for the working teams, they only need to concern themselves with cars sitting in their own buckets. And if they choose, they can also see what's in the pipeline so that they may prepare. This simple planner can help reduce countless numbers of emails that may be sent between teams to manage the renovation requests. And that's really it. There's a ton of features we can use, and we can attach many different attributes to a card, which will give us flexibility to view our task in different ways, sorting, filtering, and slicing tasks exactly how we want to see it. But there's a definite trade-off between how much time we want to spend entering in all the data and what we're going to get out of it in terms of customized view, dashboards, and reporting. My recommendation is to start out simple. Make it simple for everyone involved so that the learning curve is low. Once we get everyone on board, we can level up and start adding other features to our process. Okay, let's actually set this up in Planner. Search and click on the link for Office 365 login. Look for Planner in the app's navigation bar. If you can't find it, click on the app launcher and choose Planner from there. On the top left, click on New Plan. Then give your planner a name. First, you can add your planner to an existing Microsoft 365 group, such as ones you might have set up in Teams. This is a good idea if you plan to share this planner with a group that already exists. Second, you can choose whether this planner should be public or private. Public will make this available to anyone within the organization. Private will make it available only to the group members. For the purpose of this example, let's just select Private and hit Create Plan. First thing we want to do is set up the buckets. The first bucket has a default name of To Do, so we'll rename it. Remember, we want each bucket to represent the process step, so we'll use the process diagram from earlier to name the buckets. For our first request, we'll click on the Add Task button, give it a name, and hit Add Task. We see the new card has been created below. Click on it to edit the card. There's a lot of options here. We can assign the task to people, add a label, set progress status, priority, and start and end date. We're going to leave all of this blank. The only thing we need to get started is a description of the renovation request and maybe some attachments like floor plan and store photo. So let's do that. Notice that as soon as we attach the floor plan, a thumbnail is showing on the card. If we attach another file, we can choose which thumbnail to use. As a matter of fact, you can customize and select what you want to see in the card's thumbnail. We'll choose Notes so that we can see what the request is without having to double-click in the card. Now we can repeat these steps and create other renovation requests or tasks. We can take each request and start moving them through the process. Each working team can add attachments and comments as needed. For example, it would make sense for the maintenance and repair team to attach the proposals from the contractors as they are received. So let's do that. Similar to before, click on Add Attachment and select the appropriate file. We can close a card and move it to Indirect Procurement to review. Procurement can then review the proposals and make recommendations to the VP of Retail in the comments section. Every comment will be tagged with the commentator's name and date and timestamp. Also, note that you can @mention people in the comments and they'll get an email notification. Although the person has to be a member of the Microsoft 365 group that the planner is tied to. Now we move the card to the VP of Retail, who can indicate their approval in the comments section. And this will continue through the process. You get the idea. Now suppose we have all these requests scattered through the different steps in the process. Clicking on the Chart tab will give you a quick dashboard of the requests. Although we can get some basic info at a glance, like how many requests we have and where the bottleneck seems to be, we're not able to get any other meaningful info since we didn't define these attributes in the cards. If a comprehensive dashboard view is important to you, then you should complete all of the card attributes. But as I commented earlier, you should consider the trade-off of having to spend time entering and managing these attributes. Once the task reaches the end of the process, we can mark it as complete. This will remove the card from the default view, but you can always click on the Show Completed if you want to refer back to it. I hope this video gave you some ideas on how you can use Planner with your teams, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to share how you're using Planner to manage your projects and tasks, please leave it in the comments below so that we can all benefit from each other's experience. Thanks, and bye for now.